EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Church. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now they'll change things up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Steelers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run again with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
11 MT, hey, 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Burrow changing the look. From just shy of midfield. Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their 1st drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Now they'll audible to something else.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach,
Here we go.
can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he boiled that.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass complete. Joe Mixon out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stop.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now the extra point.
Extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Steelers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the bootleg, Church. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First down, Bengals.
11 mighty.
First down, here's Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. All the option left, it's Burrow. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third and goal, Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14, Steelers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
To throw on second down, Church. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Check it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick, and he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Tempo.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Looking to throw on second down. Church.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Church. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off play action, Church.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First and 10 at the
Cougar 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And now an audible here into something else.
46-yard line.
60 Eagles.
They fire this one quickly to Austin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they're going to speed things up here.
70,
Third and 2.
ready,
Back to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
let's go. Ready,
Off the play fake. Church steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Off play action. Church. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Now they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, here's Mixon.
Across midfield.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 37-yard line.
55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Burrow going to keep it running right.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. T. Higgins.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they can...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They're going to run it with Harris. And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Burrow on play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On point, ready? 12.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Open man is Yoshibas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Gotta go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Steelers 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Off the play fake. Church.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field.
There he goes, left side.
Still going.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
35. Steelers 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Extra point forthcoming. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
Touchdown!
Charlie Jones.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Steelers 23.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on,
The
come on.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Off play action. Church. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to it.
Touchdown, Bengals. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they can...
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down. Church. He gets it complete to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Church. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Gun.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Burrow will throw. Man open. Here is Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
19 Tiger. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Church. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go.
The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Church. And now another one thrown incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
1-1, ready?
It's Mixon on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Mixon running right.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 78 yards rushing here for Mixon. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking to throw. Church. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
A big loss on the play brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Church. And this one's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Church. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Gun.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry for their fullback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Here we go.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On one, ready? 11, Thomas.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.